Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got going on today. Live out here. What's good? What's good? Toronto. What's up, Toronto? What's popping? We'll start in like 5 minutes. We'll start in 5. ¿Qué tal, Ángel? ¿Cómo me puedes comunicar? Escríbeme por Instagram. Probablemente lo mejor que puedes hacer. I'm just gonna promote this out, guys, and then I'm gonna break it down. It's gonna be a good one. We had honestly, this week was insane. But let me know, guys. How was your week? How was your week? How'd everything come along for y'all? Huh? Yeah. Huh? Oh no, eh? All right. Let's see here. All right. Let's see. IG, you want to learn? Oh, you're fine. You can message me on Telegram. Let's see. Shoot me a message on email me. Here's email me here if you want. I got you. Don't worry. Yep. All right, guys. You can go ahead and share this link here as well. Somewhere I have this here. Let's see. Okay. Let me move this around here. All right. What's up? What's up? What's up? Great. So did you guys trade anything at all? People that are plugged in right now, let me know. I mean, it's Friday. I'm done. Obviously, markets are closed. The indice markets, forex markets, metal markets, it's all closed out now. So let's see here. And do you guys trade crypto? Do you have any crypto traders here right now? Today's session also, this is going to be quick. Well, I'm probably doing 20 minutes. All right. So I just pushed this around. Obviously, we're officially live. Appreciate y'all for plugging in here with me so far. We're going to start here at 7 sharp. So in 3 minutes, we're going to go ahead and get started. And I just wanted to let the people know, right, that we're plugged in here. So let me go ahead and just send another message out, and then we'll go ahead and do our thing. All right. Let's see here. Where did I just get a message? Live stream. Perfect. What's up? What's up? It's been going great. Both indices and forex had great setups. What's up, Reggie? Reggie from the gym. Plugging in. All right. Cool. 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Let's see here. All right. YouTube chat's up and going. So here in 2 minutes, we'll get started, guys. Share this for your squad if you want them to learn exactly how it is that I got into these ideas today. This week alone, on the live streams that we held, we did over 20 risk reward. Right, we lost one trade with S&P 500, I believe, or no, it was a NAS. It was a NAS trade. Yeah, lost on NAS one time, and then we had three main trades as far as I can remember. NAS earlier, which you guys can see the previous video for, we hit 11-1 on that one, and then we hit 7-1 on NAS today, and then 3-1 in US30, which was good because definitely had to get out of that one earlier. But we got 1 minute left, and we'll go ahead and kick this off. I'm excited, guys, because you know, being able to show you exactly how I find these setups, and then I think you guys just kind of seeing that it's, well, not just that it's possible, but being able to see this over and over and over and over and over again, it makes such a massive difference. So we're 1 minute away from getting started here, and we'll go ahead and dive into everything. So, all right. Sweet. I know it's Friday night too, and I don't have a lot of Europeans that plug in, so we'll be missing the Europeans today, but that's all right. All right, guys. So let's get this plugged in here. We got the trades of the day, guys. This is a series I'm going to be doing just based on the trades that I'm taking, how they turn out, and I'm always also transparent about the losers. But we had one on, I think, Wednesday, maybe Tuesday, where we went over NAS and 11-1, which was it was just a sick setup. A lot of things were happening that lined up so that we can hold that a bit longer. But today we have a double play, right? So today we have two setups we're going to go over. First one, NAS100. We hit a 7-1 on that setup. And basically it was similar with US30, almost the same idea, slightly different timing. But I'm excited to walk over that one too. So we will be going over a total of 10 risk reward today, two different setups, double play. And so I'm going to dive in. I'm going to be sharing my screen. And again, I appreciate all of you here for plugging in with me and going over this. Obviously, you guys can share this. And we're doing this. And these are the cool thing about these setups too, were that they were analyzed live this morning. So while I was, while I was taking my personal trades, I was showing hundreds of people live the trades that I was taking. So I know some of you that are probably here took these again, and this is maybe will just be a recap for you. But let's dive into it, guys. Let me go ahead and share my screen, and we can go ahead and see it. Mago, what's up? What's up? We got the chat's going, man. I love it. Let me know where y'all plugging in from. Let me know what's good. How y'all feeling? All right, so let's dive into it. Let's see. Here. I think that's good. That's what I'm looking to do, right? All right, cool. So NAS100. This was the first setup that was taken today. Today, lots of going on, right? We had a lot going on today. We had Forex Factory. You know, that's the classic place where you can find fundamentals. And so we did have news at 7:30 a.m. Central Time. It was going down. We had three different moments, right? We had 7:30 a.m. Central, so an hour before New York Open. Then you had the New York Open volatility. And then at 9 a.m. Central, we had the third and final round of news, high impact news. So that was going to create volatility for us in the market. And this was fun, you know, and we had sold US or NAS earlier this week as well for a huge sell-off. But I mean, you guys have seen it over and over again. We've been bearish, and I do take quite a bit of small time frame entries on indices. Indices for me are always super clean on the small time frames. So what I like to say is I use higher time frame for overall direction. That helps me to kind of understand how far I can take certain exits, and then smaller time frame for precision, for detail. And so we do kind of just navigate through a lot of different time frames, but that's just so we get perspective and detail. And so for today, the market got pretty busy early on. You guys can see that around that 7:30 news event, so we had this huge drop. So what creates the little push to the upside, and I'm going to go to the 1 minute so you guys can see a lot of detail. Creates what creates this. Let me share this in a different way, guys. You can't see anything. Well, cool. Good thing. Good thing. I didn't like how I was looking. All right, hold on. The window. Let me see if you guys can see now. What about now? Can you guys see this now? Let me know. Let me know if y'all see this now. All right. Sick. Chicago's plugged in. Awesome. Hey, if you're in Chicago, make sure you show up to the live event that we're hosting on the 25th. Any details on that, just go to my bio on my IG, or I'll link it somewhere here. And then that way you guys can see it. So you guys can see my screen now, right? That's been confirmed. Perfect. Let's get into it. So we had news events, and the way I look at fundamentals is it's either going to set up the market to create an opportunity, or it's going to push price so that the market mitigates. We exchange buy to sell to buys, whatever. So each news event kind of does something for the market. It's not always going to give you an entry. Sometimes it's just creating the opportunity for the future. And so that's kind of exactly what went down here for this 7:30 a.m. news on NAS. So NAS, US30, and S&P, they did similar movement where we had price spike up, liquidate, and I just create different time frames to show you a little bit cleaner candlesticks. But you see, right, retail sellers here, equal highs, nice. So then we see the push, the sweep to the upside here. It really starts on the 1 minute, which I can show you. I'll just show you later. So it sweeps the highs, and then we see massive falls. Right, imbalance, market works its way down. Sweet. So the same thing happens with S&P and US30. Now, this is created by that 7:30 a.m. Central Time, the USD, right, dollar news event. So it spikes up and then crashes down. Cool. So at this point in time, market definitely gets away, following the trend. We stay bearish. Price is chopping away. And so now we have this 8:30 news event, the New York Open. And so what that does for me is we see price spike down, spike back up. And so we start to range bet. And then finally we get the 9 a.m. news event. So all of this news, the initial news spiked price to the upside, liquidating sellers, enticing buyers, and then pushing price away. Now we're back bearish. And so a lot of times what happens is during New York Open or news events, people are looking to get into the market. Today didn't, right? Today we really didn't do that. And so during the first live session, because I do a Spanish one and then an English one for our members, and then didn't do anything. I was like, yo, guys, we just have to wait. We literally just have to wait. There's the cleanest setup is over here. And so market moves away, and then eventually, finally, around 25 minutes after that news event, we start to see price run. Now, what I want you guys to see is S&P and US30 had a similar setup, right? The spike up, then the drop. US30, same thing, shoots up, and then drops. So the reason that I waited for NASDAQ was because NASDAQ was kind of the weak bull of the three. So as you know, US30 is rising, as S&P is rising, NAS is really slow to climb up in price. So I call that the weak bull. And if I'm looking for sells, right, if I have a point of interest for sells across the indices, I'm going to take the indice that goes last. So market gets to here, cool. So this, and again, on the live session, and I want to show you guys, because why would I want to just talk about it, right? I'll show you guys what I'm doing. So on the live session today, let's see here. Let's say like right around here. No. So I'm walking us through, what's happening in the market, what we can be waiting for. All right, price is going. Let's see. Was this it? Or was this yesterday? I think this was yesterday. Hold on, my bad. Wrong one. Did it not up? 810. No way. Oh, there it is. All right, cool. Here it is. So peep this. So right around here, right, I'm breaking down what we're waiting for. So for a while, it just requires patience. Price still hadn't gotten to the zone, but I'm literally telling people live on this session, hey, prepare your lot size. I'm going to be taking a 10-point stop loss entry here. And so, as time goes, eventually, what do we see? Right, we see price get right into the zone. There we go. And so right here, we have it. You see how this is live, right? 9 here, 924. You guys can see that. So I give you guys this because I want to show you that these things, we've done this and we do this over and over again. So we spike into this area. This triggers our entry. You have to be so quick. Like this is a matter of seconds. So take the sell here, 10-point stop. You have the stop loss already set in play. You already have your entry, your lot size ready. So when price gets into here, or obviously you can use a limit if you like. I took that, and then we had price running. So for most people that are within a year of trading, 6 months, a year, I always say, like, look, your goal, one, it's not even to be making money. It's just to be accumulating knowledge, just learning, getting technique, getting repetitions in. But if you are at a point where you're starting to, take intentional exits, build a habit of exiting, you want to have a predetermined exit strategy. So whether it's based off of you're always going to exit at 2 risk reward, you're always going to exit at 3 risk reward, then do that. Or you're going to get out at the nearest imbalance or liquidity or whatever. But what I said, hey guys, if you are newer to the game, year or less, take your exits at 2-1, 3-1. And then if you're more advanced and you're more aware of market structure, order flow, then cool, we're going to go ahead and we'll ride this out a bit further. And so I saw the fact that market did spike down to here and then went up. So just in case market wanted to reverse here, I was like, all right, good, look, we're good for a 7-1 exit here. Price flows nicely. This pullback tagged out a couple more people who were selling here, and then it started to drop. And it was when we got this pullback here, I believe, that we ended up taking the US30 entry. So about 15 minutes later, we actually ended up taking the US30 trade. So liquidity grab here, imbalance. We really locked in on these lower lows as well. And then NAS was the last to get to this POI. Took the sell, held it down, filled imbalance, took it to here. And I said on the stream, I'm like, look, guys, this might go even further. This might give us lower lows, which is awesome. But I want to lock it in at this point. There is a slight chance that we just reverse from here. So let me just lock this in. 7-1 is absolutely amazing. Like, so good. Let's get it. And then, so that was the NAS. That was the first trade of the day. The second trade happened when we saw the following. So NAS has been, right, the weaker bull, but it's been the stronger bear. And so what we started to see happen was price, we saw gave us higher low, higher high, And then we ended up getting to this, right? We got to these lower highs that are right around 935, 936, these lower lows. And so while all of this is happening, and I'm going to do a side here because I think that's going to be the better way to look at this. The way the market specifically moves here. But I want you guys to see something, because this was a setup here, and I call this this is what I call the shakeout setup. Where we at? All right. Okay, perfect. So here's our next idea, right? So this happens, cool. US30, NAS gets into its zone, awesome. We start to drop off, and then what happens is that when the market goes up here, we see price start to come up on US30 sides on the right side of the screen, right? US30 in this was chopping from this whole time, just chopping sideways consolidation. It wasn't breaking these lows. Meanwhile, NAS was really going a lot more bearish. So then what happens is US30 makes one more run to the upside, and US30 makes a higher high, while NAS makes a lower high. So NAS definitely doesn't have the same type of momentum that US30 does. And so once I see that, and then here's what happens, then NAS starts to come back down, right? We get down to here. We get down to here. So once I see NAS is just the movement to the upside for NASDAQ was so brief. And, I'm reading between the lines and I can see, okay, the push up here was not to make highs. It was not to lure in buyers or to lure in sellers to create buying opportunities. This was to get out to these last sellers here and then make the move. So when price quickly came up and then even faster went back down and we stabilized down here, that's when I realized, okay, on US30, this is trying to do a good old break and retest setup. And for the day, I mean, price on US30 had already gone up 315 points. So now the market's printing a classic retail break and retest setup. So I'm thinking this is the easiest enticement for retail buyers. Meanwhile, NAS is giving us lower lows and lower highs. Seems to me, so like here's the low here, here's the low there. Okay. When this pulls back down, the drop on NAS was so aggressive while US30 didn't even make these lows. So then US30 gives us a high while NAS is still giving us lower highs. So when I see that, and I'm like, okay, this is giving us break and retest, typical retail trading setups. Nah, this is gonna do the opposite. This is about to dip. This is about to liquidate these buyers and probably aim for this imbalance over here. And so once I saw, price do this, then I was like, all right, this is giving the break and retest. This is even putting them into profit. Once I get the market up to here a little bit, I took a sell under a 25 point stop, right around a 25 point stop. I think I actually leveraged I actually did a 30 point stop risk. So this would have been even better. But from here, the market then worked its way down and down and down. And so, NAS just kept working its way down here, which is fantastic. Once NAS started feeling this imbalance, I'm like, you know what? I could get out. I wanted to wait until US30 filled the imbalance. Had I done that, because that's what I really was looking for, because if US30 is going to keep dropping to fill this imbalance, it's going to do the same thing for NAS. Had we held until I exited US30, because I exited US30 down here. So had we exited at 11.11, wow, ironically, 11.11, then this would have been, I think that's 11.11 Eastern time. But that would have been right there. And then we're looking at over a 9-1. So missed out on a couple risk reward, not a big deal at all. 7's more than enough, trust me. And so yeah, held it down until we saw price get to here. Once I got to the zone, took my profits. Technically, this went beyond a 4-to-1, but because of my personal risk, then I actually only took, I think, 3-to-1. So I under leveraged slightly, which is fine. And then, yeah, so here we saw from here, price kind of went sideways for a bit. And then since US30 is the weak bear, I wasn't looking to take this super far. And then this ended up kind of just ranging for the rest of the session. But yeah, guys, that's basically the setup for NAS, which gave us a nice 7-to-1. Max potential on this based on the entry was over a 13-to-1, but God, I mean, perfect exits. Let's be realistic. That's not really going to go down like that. So yeah, that was the setup. That's how it went down. This is the 7-to-1. Here was the 3-to-1 that I actually ended up with. So that's why I said it was more of a 10 risk reward day, even though it could have been a little bit more. But those were the trades. Those were the trades for today. And between this and Wednesday's 11-to-1, we did over a 20 reward while streaming live. So it was pretty epic, the setups that we have going on. So yeah, I mean, you guys here, quiet in the chat. What are your thoughts? Did you guys take a similar idea? Are you, learning from this way? Like, are you guys taking a similar one? And then you guys, these are the same similar principles you can use on your own time. So I wanted to just give you guys a quick recap of this idea. Basically, NAS was a typical, one of my signature mitigation divergent plays, and then US30 is more of I call it a shakeout setup, where we basically lure in with a bullish break and retest, and then we do the opposite of what a break and retest has taught you to do, because it's understanding more so narrative. So yeah, guys, like that's what we got going on. A textbook entry. I know a lot of you are at different times in your career and your journey. Let me know in the chat, how long have you guys been trading for? Some of you, I know it's been a couple months. I think I saw a couple of veterans here as well. So good to see y'all. And then I know some of you are plugging in from the gym, learning, getting the value at all times of the day. So pretty sick. Again, this is supposed to be just a quick recap of these setups. And I believe I don't actually take long 7, 10 risk reward setups all the time. That's actually really not what I'm looking to do. I'm not looking to hit a home run every time. My standard exit is about a 3-to-1. Under certain circumstances, I will let them run. This week, we just happen to have 2 scenarios in which we had the right information. We had the right market structure. So I know for some, Gabriela, 4 years, good stuff. Hope it's going well for you. And yeah, that's it, guys. So at the end of the day, if you guys want to see me do this literally in your city, then I'll be doing this in Chicago on the 25th, in California, I think it's the 28th of August, in Phoenix on the 30th, and then Dallas September 1st, and Miami September 5th or 4th. I think the 4th, actually. So anyways, if you guys want more info on those, just go to my profile. You guys will see the information on that. We made it as literally just to break even, not really looking to make money on those things. We just want you guys to have the value. So good stuff. Hey, it's my pleasure. Hope you keep learning. And then these stay recorded, so you guys can just watch this whenever you want. But anyways, guys, have a happy Friday. Remember to journal your trades. Remember to document what you've done this week. Review it, because it's not about just the experience, right? It's about evaluated experience. I heard of that a couple of days ago from my boy Matthew Cruiser. He said it's not experience. That's not the most valuable thing. It's evaluated experience. And so if you had a good week, a bad week, ugly, go look at what you did. Make sure you documented it. That way you can review it, and then you can really take the lessons home with you. They can really hit, and you have that emotional impact connected to it. So make sure you document that. And if you guys need a trading journal, then obviously you guys know I have one too, made digitally just for you guys. at mytradingdesk.pro. So you guys can check that out there. Anyways, guys, much love, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'll probably end up doing a couple of these next week too. So this is a brand new series, trade of the day. If you like this series, let me know. Always love the feedback here in the comments. Let me know if you guys are liking this series. And either way, we got a lot more coming for you all month. So let's get it, fam, and enjoy your August. Peace.